Hi guys, double strikes are always fun, right? Today I've got a game for you in the Asashio B, one of my favourite DDs in the game, and I'm divisioned with ATAM and pointy-haired Jedi. So Viper, why is this ship so special to you? Well Viper, I'll tell you why it's special to me. It has 20km torps that do about 70 knots, and the spotting distance on the torps is just over a kilometre. It's also got a reload booster, so you can actually send 16 fish downrange and have a bit of fun. So if we take a peek at the minimap, you can see there's a number of ships headed straight towards me, and yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful here. I mean, Akatsuki's coming in 7.4 kilometres away. I think there's 3 or 4 BBs over there, so there's a pretty good chance that some of those torps are going to hit, I think. Algeria I can't hit. The torpedoes are the deep water variety, so I'll just open up and completely miss the first salvo on the Akatsuki, and see the Merker coming in as well, and the fish are headed towards Vladivostok and Vanguard there. Yeah, I don't think the guns are working. Okay, 2 torp strikes, that's better than none. It wasn't ideal. I mean, these ships were bow on, so the chances of actually getting a torp were fairly slim in the first place. Ooh, and a fire on the Japanese DD. And yeah, I'll just keep hammering him. His torpedoes have gone behind me, which is great. I've kind of angled away a little bit, sort of bow on to the map border. I'm trying to turn around, I'm going to reverse and spin the ship round. Akatsuki goes down, which is lovely. I think Jedi was spotting him for me there, bless his heart. So it's definitely time to reposition and just see what's going on regarding enemy DDs. Oh no, actually ATAM took out the Merker, so we're good. Right, so I can drive into these guys now, and the plan is really to get as close as possible, and your torpedoes are going to be way more effective at a closer range. There's more chance to hit, obviously, so there's less time needed for the torpedoes to travel to the target. So yeah, we're gonna drive into this lot. Meanwhile, we might get lucky with the last send. The Vladivostok's quite close, and I kind of predicted he was going to turn away. The Leon turned away fairly unexpectedly. He's done a runner. And yeah, get a couple of nice hits there on the Vladdy for significant damage. You know, these torpedoes hit like an absolute truck and do massive damage to BBs. And now of course they're all very much aware that there's an Asashio torping them, so they're going to be very unpredictable now, and probably even more difficult to hit. So it's a case of sticking your finger up into the wind and kind of just guessing what they're going to do. It is a lottery, as I was discussing with a viewer on a previous video. You know, you can kind of pretty much guess exactly where these ships are going to go, but the chances of hitting them are reduced by the fact that other ships will be shooting at them. They might be avoiding torpedoes from a CV, for instance, you know. So, you know, the chances of getting a hit is actually very slim. I think my average hit rate in Asashio is about 10% on torpedoes. Overall, I would imagine around about 8% over 26,000 games that I've played. So it's certainly not easy to hit your torpedoes, but you know, boats like this make it just that little bit more easy. Especially when you get fairly close, there's a higher chance of hitting the torps, as I've mentioned before. Yeah. The enemy CV's been incredibly aggressive in his position in there, and I've spotted him. And the Leon might take one, we'll see. Jedi's here with me, he's sent as well. Get 2 into him. And Jedi secures the kill. So we'll drive straight into the enemy cap circle just to draw a little bit more attention. But seriously, I want these battleships to come closer, because like I said, it's easy to hit your torpedoes when they're at closer range. Although the Asashio's torps will do 20 kilometres, as most of you will be aware. So meanwhile, our carrier takes out the enemy carrier, and I've got a mind to get a send out on the Vladivostok, but we're still waiting on the torps. 20 seconds to cool down. Algeria could be a big issue, and the Vanguard's coming in as well, so plenty of targets. You know, unfortunately I didn't recognise that Jedi was under threat from the Leander, and he got taken out. But I'm going to get a send away into the Vladivostok, and hopefully I can take this guy out as revenge. As you can see on screen, the Cyclones reduced the spotting range to 8 kilometres. So yeah, I don't mind the Cyclone, that's fine. And yeah, we get one into the body, which is also fine. I'm a bit concerned about the Algeria, and I've got myself into a poor position here. That Algeria's going to come in. He'll be pressing his hydro button any time soon, I would imagine. But my friend Atam's here in the Bismarck, and hopefully he can help out with his big guns there. So another set away on the Vladivostok. He's going to turn into those torpedoes, but hopefully I'll just catch him. And yeah, that was quite successful. Happy with that. And yeah, here the Algeria uses his hydroacoustic search consumable, and he's coming around the corner. So I've only got one chance to escape here, and that's to go as fast as I can into cover, because this guy is going to be shooting me at very close range. Thankfully there's a handy island. Yeah, I barely survived there. That was a bit of a pretty poor mistake, to be honest. You know, sometimes, you know, that's the price you pay for aggressive plays. But, you know, still alive, which is fine. But I really need to get away from this Algeria, because he's proxy spotting me now. Proximity spotting's 2 kilometres, so I need to bugger off. But I also know there's a New Mexico coming in on the straight into the enemy cap circle, and I would like to get some torpedoes into this guy. I can't do anything about the Algeria. And this is another mistake. I should have been driving directly in the opposite direction, or at 90 degrees to the Algerie, so he couldn't easily spot me, and he's spotting me now. He's reversed back around the island. He's played very well, and he's done what he needed to do. So I'm going to get some torpedoes into this New Mexico, hopefully, because I am not going to survive this. I managed to smoke up, but you know, that Algerie was always going to take me out. But on the bright side, I did manage to get the New Mexico, so you know, I can certainly live with that. But the Algerie did it perfectly right. He played very well. And good on him. The best thing you can do when you get killed by the enemy is to figure out what you did wrong, review your gameplay, figure out what you did right as well, and take on board what's happened in the match and learn from it. And that way, hopefully next time, things might go a little better, you know. But it was very aggressive gameplay there. I knew I was putting myself at risk. But, you know, I also knew that Aton was going to carry the game to victory. So there is that. And now I think we'll have a close-up encounter with the Cathedral of Certain Doom.